Ever wanted to join the armed forces but didn't want to deal with all that pesky camp stuff? Well, great news. All you need to do is become a tech exec at a large AI company and you're in. Not a single push-up required. To be fair, when you look at the job titles for the people joining, such as Chief Product Officer, Chief Technology Officer and Chief Revenue Officer, you notice they're all officers. So I mean, they're pretty much military already. This is all being done to fuse cutting-edge tech expertise with military innovation, which sounds fancy and definitely not something written by AI. The US Army under Detachment 201 is bringing in Meta's CTO, who's currently selling VR goggles to soldiers so they can experience PTSD in immersive 4K. And Palantir's CTO is also joining, alongside OpenAI's Chief Product Officer and OpenAI's Chief Revenue Officer. These guys will serve 120 hours a year, which, to be fair, is how many hours I work a year as well, so can't blame them for that. OpenAI has also created something they're calling OpenAI for Government, which is exactly what it sounds like. What can I say? They're not very creative. The initiative is focused on getting ChatGPT into as many government offices as they can. Though considering that they're already collaborating with the Air Force Research Laboratory, NASA, NIH, and the Treasury, it's not long now until AI is trained on everyone's personal data. I'm sorry, Elon, it seems that Sam is beating you to it. Pharmacists in the Amazon are using AI to catch prescription errors, which is great news for people like myself who prefer the medicines, not to kill them. The software is developed by a Brazilian non-for-profit called No Harm, great name, and it's backed by tech giants like Google and Amazon, who are apparently very concerned with healthcare in places that share their name. The system works by flagging potentially dangerous prescriptions for overworked pharmacists. One pharmacist said it quadrupled his capacity to clear prescriptions, which I think we can deduce means that he was working at 25% efficiency. That's not a dig at him, that's just what happens when you're the only pharmacist serving 22,000 people in an area larger than the Netherlands. The AI has caught over 50 errors in just a few months, which is about 49 more errors than I've caught in my entire life. But I also don't work in healthcare. Brazil's public healthcare system serves over 200 million people for free, which explains why the pharmacists need a little bit of robotic assistance. The AI was trained on thousands of real prescriptions, learning to spot patterns that humans might have missed when they're exhausted from working those 12-hour days. And a Chinese robotics company just showed off their new humanoid robot that can go from lying on the floor to standing up in less than a second. One whole second. I'm not sure why we need this, but colored me impressed. The Loomis 2 from Loomis Robotics apparently has explosive force, I'll say, and athletic capability. Because, you know, that's exactly what I look for in a robot that's supposed to help around the house. Personally, nothing screams domestic assistance like explosive force. They're saying they could be used for extreme sports or search and rescue. But let's be real, it's just going to judge you for taking 2 seconds to stand up. And England's Environmental Agency just threw up their hands and admitted they can't predict water shortages anymore because AI data centers won't share their water bills. Come on, guys, just give us a pick, just for a second, just for a second. Apparently, asking tech companies for basic usage data is too much to ask for in 2025. These current predictions have us looking at a 5 billion litre daily shortage by 2055, but you know, that's without actually counting AI secret usage. Microsoft data centers alone can use up to 12 litres per kilowatt hour. That's like running a small water park to keep our servers from overheating. And our brilliant government solution, okay, get this. We're gonna create special zones where these water vampires can build with fewer restrictions. Fantastic, I think that's a brilliant plan. So I'm going to pay high water bills for new infrastructure while UK's Prime Minister Starmer is literally making it easier for AI to drink us dry. You know what? I cannot personally wait to explain to my kids why we chose chatbots over drinking water. Sorry, kids. And libraries and museums are just one of the latest victims of AI, with bots from leading AI companies scraping their sites hunting for training data. Wow, we've really gone full caveman there. According to a new report, these institutes are getting absolutely pummeled. One place even said, if they want us dead, we'll be dead, which is a total normal thing to say about website traffic. I don't care what you think. The bots are ignoring robot.txt, the universal please don't sign of the internet, because as we all know, consent is optional when you're building the future. 32 institutions are actively fighting back, while 7, have just kind of given up. And to be honest, who can blame them? The University of North Carolina needed 7 whole people working for a week straight to get their catalog back online. And these places are usually maintained by half a person and then one person from IT who's kind of sympathetic. So congratulations AI companies, you've successfully overwhelmed the digital equivalent of a volunteer librarian. And Amazon's CEO just announced that they'll be cutting jobs due to the efficiency gains they've gained from AI. Because apparently even peeing into a bottle is not efficient enough. So, if you want to keep your job, guys, you just got to just hold in. Just hold it in, guys. Jesse says workers who embrace AI will be well positioned, which I mean, it's just a fancy way of saying they're not going to get fired now. They've already laid off 27,000 people since 2022, and now they're also building 1,000 AI services to finish off the job. But hey, at least your packages will arrive on time, and that's a real story here. And Meta is dropping a small sum of 15 billion on Scale AI, because apparently Mark Zuckerberg just discovered what AI means, and I think he's panicking. This would be Meta's largest external investment ever, giving them a 49% stake in the company that provides training data to literally every single one of its competitors. The best part though, Zuckerberg is personally assembling a small 50-person dream team to, achieve this AGI dream. Which sounds kind of like a Marvel movie, the one where they get all the minions together and take over the world, but look, hey, I'm not here to judge. Scale AI CEO is joining this elite squad, presumably to help Meta catch up with, OpenAI and Google and, everyone else that knew about AI before it was trendy. Meanwhile, Meta delayed their flagship model called Behemoth because it wasn't behemoth enough compared to the competition. Yeah, didn't see that coming. Oh, and they're also reportedly offering packages of up to 100 million to some of the best AI researchers in the world. And I really need to rethink my career path. And that's it for this week. If you like more AI news, then subscribe, and I'll see you next week.